This is Joshua Phillips. He's 14 years old and he's about to go to prison for life. One day, Joshua is home alone and out of the blue, his 8-year-old friend and neighbor Maddie shows up at his house. She asks him to come outside and play baseball, and Joshua wants to play, but he is really scared because his dad, Steve, is a drug addict and alcoholic who hits him and his mom whenever they fail to do what he says. And his dad has warned him never to welcome friends when he isn't around. But Joshua, he's all alone and bored, so he ignores his dad's warnings and heads out to play with Maddie. And they start tossing the ball back and forth. But right in the middle of the game, Joshua accidentally hits the ball into Maddie's eye, and she starts crying really loud. He runs over to her and tries to console her, but Maddie keeps screaming at the top of her voice. And this gets Joshua really scared because he knows his dad would be back anytime. So to stop Maddie from crying, he raises the baseball bat and hits her in the head, and she passes out. Then he drags her body into his room and hides it under his waterbed. Few hours later, his parents return and he runs out to welcome them. They talk a little, spend some family time, and then he tells them he's going off to bed. But as soon as he walks into the room and shuts the door, he hears Maddie's voice. She's groaning in pain, trying to make sense of where she is and what's going on. Then Joshua does the unthinkable. He grabs a Leatherman tool, raises the mattress, and cuts Maddie's throat. Then he stabs her 7 times in the chest to make sure she remains quiet. And when he is done, he casually drops the mattress, hops on top, and goes to sleep. Meanwhile, back at Maddie's home, her parents are wondering where she is, so they report to the police and notify everyone in the neighborhood. And people start volunteering to help in the search. Joshua volunteers too, and for 6 good days, they comb through the entire neighborhood. But of course, they don't find Maddie because she is in the one place they would never think to look. On November 10, 1998, exactly 7 days after the incident, Joshua jumped out of bed like every other day, dressed up, and headed off to school. And while he's there, his mom walks into his room to maybe do cleanup, and she sees a small pool of water beside his bed. She suspects his waterbed might be leaking, so she decides to inspect it. But as soon as she raises the mattress, she sees Maddie's badly beaten body stuffed under it. She freaks out, runs out of the house, and reports to the police. And few hours later, the authorities show up at Joshua's school. They arrest him, try him as an adult, and he is sentenced to life in prison. This is Joshua at 14 in 1998, and this is him now.